last couple of days I've been rereading Harry Potter because, well, the series is awesome, and I was watching Hank and Catherine play Lego Harry Potter, and I was like, you know, I haven't read this in a while, and I think I should. And I'm really glad that I did because the series is freaking amazing. Like, I completely forgot how awesome it truly was. It is about 1,000,000 times better than the movies ever dreamt that they could be. So right now I'm reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And this is one of the books that a lot of people don't associate themselves with because they think that the magic is gone because Harry is really angsty and like a teenager. But the thing is that he is a teenager in this book and he performs as all teenagers do, like a complete jerk to everyone around him. Now, to be fair, I know that not all teenagers are jerks to everyone around them, but you kind of have to admit that if you're a teenager, you're not the nicest person that you could be to everyone. You tend to think of yourself super complexly, but then when you look outward from yourself, you don't actually imagine anyone else in the world complexly, and I don't know why that is. But it's really interesting to see Harry act in this book because there's no other way for him to really act. Computer restart. I timed that really poorly. Turns out you shouldn't install updates on your laptop when you're recording a video. Spoiler alert for a series that's been out for like 10 years at this point. But the thing is that Harry went through a ton of crap in the Goblet of Fire at the end that a lot of teenagers will never have to deal with in their entire lives. I don't know about you, Danny, but I never had to deal with Lord Voldemort when I was 14 years old. I'm pretty sure that you didn't either. So I think all of his teenager angst and unwillingness to do anything or help other people because he's so just traumatized by that whole thing. I think it completely makes sense, and it wouldn't make sense for him to be super normal, happy Harry again. You watch Cedric die right in front of him, and even though he wasn't close to him, it still has a profound impact to watch someone get killed in front of you. But then he was basically traumatized and tortured by Lord Voldemort for who knows how long while a group of Death Eaters stood around and watched the whole thing. And the whole time he's just like, I'm gonna die. This is the end of my life. I don't know what's going to happen anymore. And magically he gets out of it, which is incredibly lucky on his part because he never should have survived. But all of that trauma has an effect on you and your personality. And I can see 15-year-old Chris relating a lot to 15-year-old Harry because 15-year-old Chris had a lot of trauma in his life at that time to go through. And so it makes sense to look back and be like, yeah, I remember feeling that way and thinking the world was completely against me at that time. Even though I can look back now and be like, the world was never against me and it never will be. The world isn't out to get you in any way. It's just the perception that you have of the world at that time. Bad things have happened to you and therefore you project that onto the world and that's what you see. You see Dumbledore not reaching out to you even though you've gone through this terrible thing. You see your friends even though they're trying to help you. They are the most unhelpful people ever, and you have so much spite for them. While your friends and your family are trying to help you because they love you, you're keeping everyone at arm's length because you can't handle what they're trying to help you with because you don't want help, but you need help at that time. You start to view the world in huge extremes. So to anyone who doesn't understand what Harry's going through in the Order of the Phoenix and can't relate to him, congratulations. I'm really happy that you have never had to go through something like him. Because I can tell you that while it is a growing experience, it is one of the hardest things that I have ever had to go through in my life. And I don't wish that on anyone. And to anyone out there who feels this way, I am out there if you need me. Please reach out and just vent if you need to, because I know what it's like to be trapped inside your own head, and it is not a place that you want to be. Danny, I will see you tomorrow.